I'm Jordan, podcast creator and host, and your new favorite unapologetic bestie.
I'm Cynthia, your new favorite co-host.
We're getting real. We're getting raw.
Grab your coffee or your wine.
Maybe hide away from your kids for the length of this episode, and let's get into it.
So welcome to Tired and Triggered Besties.
Welcome back, besties. This is Tired and Triggered. Let's get real for a second. Sometimes it's not them. Sometimes it's us. Self-sabotage. So I know we talk a lot about fake friends, toxic people, toxic energy, but what about when we get in our own way? Overthinking, guilt, getting in your own head. I feel like that's very easy to do as mothers. And then not even just as moms, you cannot have kids and still self-sabotage your relationships, a lot of things, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times we're our own biggest.
We're our biggest critics. And even aside from critiquing ourselves, sometimes we put ourselves in these situations. And one of the biggest ways I self-sabotage myself is I allow too many people, I allow them to have too much control over my emotions.
I feel like it's a big thing for you. Well, for me as well. But
Right.
it's sad sometimes because you kind of want to, spread yourself very thin. But
even aside from that, though, like I was in a situation recently, and I feel like I was so frustrated. I mean, like I was extremely frustrated. It came out of hurt, right? I had reasons behind it. But the fact that I allowed anybody to get me that worked up and step out of character is that, I mean, all it did was hurt me and my peace.
Yeah.
That's probably the number one way I self-sabotage.
yeah, I feel like for me, I always put myself last.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always a big thing for me, putting myself last and then kind of trying to play catch up at the end.
Yeah.
And it usually doesn't work out well because always try to see the how you say it, the cup half full instead of half empty.
Yeah.
But
Well, even as moms, I feel like we overload our schedule and we burn out because we feel like we have to do it all.
Yeah.
And then we end up just burnt out.
It's fault though because half of the time my husband can do it, my sister can do it, my mom can do it, but I feel like it's never right.
No.
They can do it with their heart in their hand, but it's never enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's not right.
I am a control freak. You know me. It's like, and it's not even like in a negative way. Like, I don't mean like it's my way or no way. I truly do value people's opinions. I feel like I am the type of person where I need validation for everything.
Yes.
I always need validation.
It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right if I don't get somebody's approval. And my husband gets so frustrated because he's like, why are you even asking me? You're going to do what you want. But I just need to feel validated, like in that moment. But I am a control freak. If something like doesn't go right or one little thing doesn't go to plan, it sometimes to me feels like the end of the world. Like that's dramatic, but it does. I just feel like I don't like not having control over something. I don't like when it comes to party planning or anything like that. That's just me. That's my personality. But it's good intentions. Like I just want everything to be so perfect. And I feel like I need to give myself grace with that because
very much so. But I feel like a lot of that, Jordan, too, is I know it may sound a little, but our mental health kind of gets in the way a lot.
It does.
And it does a lot of the self-sabotaging for us.
Yeah, and we feel like we know we want something or we know we like something, but we feel like we need validation because what if we're wrong? Or what if
other people don't like it?
What if, yes.
Don't want to, even with this, I'm always like, what if people don't like it? What if people don't want to hear us? What if people don't like it? And it's like, no, I shouldn't care. I should be like, I like it, because I was just telling my son the other day, he's always had a hard time at school, bullying and stuff like that's always been, hard for him. And but sometimes I have to eat my own words because I was so frustrated with him because he had gotten a haircut that he liked. He liked it.
Yeah.
He went to school and they bullied him until he had to call me to come get him because he was that frustrated. He was that upset that people were making that much fun of him because of a haircut that he liked. As soon as he got in the car, I'm like, I was so frustrated. I was like upset. I blew up. I blew up at him, and I was like, I don't understand. If you like the haircut, fucking keep it. Like, I don't understand. It's your hair. It's your head. Yes, if you like it, keep it.
Right.
Keep it. Don't. If they don't like it, say fuck off. I don't care. Like, it's your body. And then I sat back and I'm like, I felt bad because I ate my own words.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody says, oh, look at her hair, or oh, look, I'm gonna be like,
you're gonna go change it the next day.
I'm gonna be like, let me just hide it. Yeah. And it's like, no. Like, if I tell him that, then I should stick to it. If I like it, but it's so hard. But
it is.
It's like I would 1000% want him to succeed and for him to be
feel comfortable enough in his own skin, in his own hair, in his own ways.
If I wear 30-year-old shoes, I'm gonna wear them because I like them. You know, if I want to have a mullet, I'm gonna have a mullet because I like it. You know, I love the kids that can just, you know, be themselves and not care.
It's 2025. People are acting like cats and dogs. Why can't we?
Like, you know, I feel like nowadays, the bullies take away the spark and like the kids being kids a longer time because
it's like, let me just tell you, these kids are built different because why do y'all not have to go through this awkward phase like we did? Okay, it's just like now Brody's in the 4th grade, and these 4th graders,
they're ruthless.
Oh my gosh, like they're already on YouTube doing like these like I'm like, thank God I have boys. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck, sis.
I have one girl, and I think she's gonna give me a run for my money. But you know, I was very frustrated. It was very frustrating because, like I said, it's like, you know, my 9-year-old Everett, he used to wear shoes from the dollar store, and he wouldn't care.
And the
he loved them. He loved. Or, you know, he had the little frog shoes that he wore until they had holes in the soles. But, you know, one day he got little light up shoes, and he was so excited. He went to school. And he came home. He's like, Mom, I can't wear those shoes anymore. He's like, people are making fun of me because I'm too grown to wear shoes like that. Baby, you're 5, 6, 7 years old. What do you mean you're too grown? And then he never wore them again. So it's kind of like frustrating because I'm like, I want to have you be a baby until you're not a baby anymore. Not at 6 years old telling me you can't wear those shoes because they're literally bullying you out of you wanting to wear those shoes, which is frustrating.
It's like while they can and they're at the age they can, let them like it, let them enjoy it, let them be them, let them enjoy the things that they want to enjoy.
So, like, I feel like that's where, as a mom, you should kind of put your foot down, you know, because that starts from home. Like, that all comes from home.
It does.
They don't teach themselves to be mean. They don't teach themselves to be
they see how their parents treat others or how they talk about others. And, you know, while we're on the subject of, like, kids and schools and parenting and whatnot, like, one way that I guess kind of self-sabotage myself is I always question myself in motherhood, which we're all first-time moms, right? Birdie's my first. Like, everything that I'm ever going through as a mom is for the first time with him. And there's times where, like, the other day, I picked him up from carpool, and the teachers, I can name 3 or 4 teachers that literally walked up to our car and complimented our kids. They said that how well-mannered they were, that they enjoy having them in their class, you know, complimented all these things. And I came home and I told Indy, I'm like, you know, I feel like I'm just too hard on them. Because I'm like, look, they're getting all these compliments in school, they're really good kids, they're all these things. Why am I so hard on them? But then there's the other aspect, right? There's the aspect of they are those kind of kids because of how hard I am on them. But then it's like I question myself in motherhood. Am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Am I too hard on them? Or am I doing a great job? You know, it's just we question ourselves in every direction we go.
And I feel from an outsider looking in, I feel like that if you're not questioning yourself, if you're doing a good job, that you're actually not doing a good enough job. Because if you're I got it, I'm good, I don't need any help, I'm the best, I know what I'm doing, it's like, do you really? Because
it's like faking it.
It's like faking it. Yeah, but I feel like if you would never stop questioning yourself of how good of a mom you're being, then you're really not being a good enough mom. Honestly, because it's like you have to always kind of want to grow and want to better yourself and want to learn new things and do things different way and you know, because man, things how we have it nowadays and how our kids have it nowadays is so different from back in the day.
Well, and there's things too, and I know you probably feel this as well. And I'm not saying like I love my parents. I absolutely love my parents. I feel like that they gave me a great childhood in every way that they can. But I feel like we all have things as children when we go through and we're like, you don't understand being in. I guess as a mom now, the best way to put it, as a mom now, I give my mom a little more grace because I know now what it's like to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like there were so many things like that I just remember. I'm like when I would never do that to my daughter. I would never this, da, da, da. And you know, now that I'm a mom myself, I'm like I truly understand. I get it.
It's like each mom has their way of growing up and stuff. And my mom came to the United States when she was 19 years old, and I was 2 years old. I was born in Mexico. I came here when I was 2 years old, and it's like she came here, had nobody.
Yeah.
Didn't have her mom.
And was a first-time mom herself. And that's something that's hard. It's like, just like sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, I've never done this before. My mom didn't either,
It was like, I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and she's like, look, they're badasses. Like, I'm a mama's girl. Like, anything goes wrong, and I'm calling my mom. I'm going to my mom's house. I'm like, Mom, help.
Right.
But even though I'm a mom myself, I'm still, when I go to my mom's house, I'm still, I feel like a little girl. Like, when I'm at my mom's house, I'm her daughter. I'm nobody's mom. I'm nobody's wife. I'm her daughter. Like, I'm there. And, but I'm like, she is a badass. All those moms that came here or started from zero with no parents here, no sisters here, no family at all. Like, I depend a lot on my sister. I depend a lot on you, on the rest of my family. And she came here and had nobody. Nobody taught her how to be a mom. She did have her mom, but her mom was thousands and thousands of miles away, and she couldn't just walk down the road and say, hey, Mom, I'm having a bad day. Can you help me with my kids? Or, hey, Mom, Everly's head is hurting. What should I do? What can I give her? Do you have any remedies? And she is a bad.
It's funny how as adults we still rely on our mom so much, because it's funny, as a teenager, I was a hell-bent teenager. I put my mom through hell. I'm sorry, Mom. But as an adult, though, I look back and I'm thinking, like, man, I really need my mom. I call her for everything. I need validation from her for everything. Like you said, like, anything happens, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do with this? Like, there's still so many things that I rely on my mom for. I can't imagine not having that.
Yeah, I do. I have a really sweet friend, a hairdresser that I love dearly. She did lose her mom, and it's like, I couldn't put myself in her shoes.
Right.
But she's always been very positive. Like, she's always been very, like, uplifting.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't have her mom, she was always very positive to everybody else, and now she's finally having her little baby, and I'm so excited for her. I know she'll be the best mom ever. But it's like, I put myself in her shoes. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't know how to function without my mom. My mom's my backbone. My mom's about everything. Man, when she's sick, it's like, all hell broke loose. I'm just trying to get her what she needs and trying to get her better. But it's like, it's frustrating. It was frustrating when we were young, because we're like, damn. Like, whenever it's like, Mom, can I have a sleepover? No.
Yeah.
Can I go to the party? No.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and that's how it was for me growing up. I guess because I'm a girl, and my parents were always very like, I know things were different when we grew up, but they were still always the parent, like, no, I don't know her mom. No, I don't know her dad. Like, no, I was never the kid that could just go out everywhere. And as a mom, it was. As a teenager, I'm like, but all my friends get to do it. Why can't I do it? I don't understand. Like, I hate this. Like, when I'm a mom, I'm going to be a cool mom. And now I'm a mom, like, I don't let my kids do shit. So.
It's like, and now I appreciate it, because, God forbid anything was to happen. All these raping cases, all these molestation cases,
it's all like priests and people you would never expect, right? Like, it's
whoever, these crazy stories of they let their daughter go to a sleepover and then she never came back home, or she was raped, or she was murdered, or she was, and it's crazy things like that I never thought as a child, as a teenager.
Right.
And I'm like, she just hates me. She just hates me. She doesn't want to have me fun.
Yeah.
But it's like, now as a mom, I'm like, my kid's like, can I sleep over? Nope.
Yeah.
Can I go? Nope.
Yeah.
It's like, and now I understand. I'm like, Mom, I thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, because it's like, you were saving me from so many dangers that we didn't even know existed, and I didn't. Now I'm so grateful for her, but before it was scary. and I didn't even know it, but she saved me a lot. And it's like now we get to see it because we have to kind of put our foot down too and be like, nope, sorry, you can't go, or you go for a little bit and come back. You can't stay there. You know, things like that. It's just, but back in the day, I feel like they had it so much harder than we do now.
I feel like in certain ways, I feel like it was much more. I feel like they had it easier in certain ways, in my opinion. Tell me why you feel like that. What's your opinion? Where's that stemming from?
Like that, had it so much harder. Like I said, because they didn't like. For my mom, she had nobody.
Oh yeah,
she had nobody to lean on. She only relied on my dad.
So now people have more villages.
Yeah,
is what you mean.
Okay. And she had nobody. And you know, we like they always say, like I'm the oldest daughter of my 4 siblings. I'm the oldest, and I'm a girl, so kind of got the brunt of everything. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't.
Well, you were like the second mom.
Yeah. For my siblings, and like here comes my brother and my sister, and they're like, "Oh, I'll see you later." I'm like, "Wait, you're not asking for permission."
You were like the test dummy.
Yes, and that's what she always says.
See, and my sister says that all the time. She always says like, "You got away with murder," this and that, and I don't feel like that is true because I remember my entire childhood. I was punished 99.9% of the time. I was, and she wasn't so much. I feel like she was just more sneaky, but that's just me.
And I feel like that I had to be sneaky to be able to do anything. Yeah. Because I was not allowed to do anything.
But see, like you're the oldest. My sister's the oldest, so my sister was like, she thought at the time. I love it and appreciate it now. But growing up, I'm like, you're not my mom. You are not my mom.
Yeah, I feel like that
Stop mothering.
Yeah, it was really hard. My siblings never. Well, at least they didn't say anything to me. But it was hard. You know, we had a lot of issues growing up with our parents and you know between our family and stuff. And so it was kind of like we needed each other. Yeah. So we kind of didn't. I didn't feel the pushback from any of them. You know, even until now, you know, it's still kind of we like to kind of text, hey guys, this is going on. What do y'all think? Or anything with mom or dad, we're like, hey, what do you guys think? Or mom's sick. You know, she's has. You know, we always like to communicate and see.
Now, do you feel like, just to get back on self-sabotage, do you feel like in ways of being the oldest sibling that has self-sabotaged you in any way?
I feel like it has a lot of the time because
always focusing on everyone else.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like I always try to fill up everybody's cup. Yeah. And then nobody kind of notices when mine's empty or when mine's running out because
or sometimes you feel that way.
I feel like that. And that's
that's self-sabotage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel I'm lonely or I'm only in my corner and everybody else is so busy when I could just pick up the phone or I can just text and say, hey guys, I'm not feeling good. Or hey guys,
every single one of us, and I say that as in like me, you, our family, right? We all self-sabotage by when things get heavy, we isolate. We don't like sometimes when I easily could be like, Cynthia, I'm feeling this kind of way. Like I just get quiet, and it's not even intentional. It's
you
just
don't anybody. You don't want to burden anybody.
Right.
That's my biggest thing. I don't want to burden anybody. I don't want to push anybody down. Y'all already have, like, in my mind, y'all already have too much on your plate. Why am I going to add any more?
And vice versa. I feel like everyone kind of feels that way when they're dealing with things. We self-sabotage by just shutting down and isolating.
When I see you guys, when it comes to the kids, when it comes to my siblings, like, I want you to tell me. Right. If I can help you in any way, I'm going to help.
The same thing. It's like we want the same thing, but we tend to do it ourselves. It's just natural. I feel like it's a natural human thing to just kind of want to shell in. Maybe not for everybody. Some people might not be like that, but me personally, I self-sabotage in that way. Another way I have self-sabotaged myself and still do is change scares the shit out of me. I have always been that way. I have stuck with jobs I was unhappy with. I have dealt with relationships I was unhappy with, friendships I was unhappy with, all for the sake of just switching up things. Didn't feel
not rocking the boat.
Yeah.
Not kind of
like not
with
wanting to
anything.
disturb
Yes,
any
and,
peace,
like,
not wanting to create. Yeah, like I like avoiding conflict is, I guess, the best way you would put it. And like for me, I stayed at a job for a long time where I had many offers that I walked away from, even though I feel like they would have been great opportunities and probably something I would have been much more happy at. But it was just the idea of leaving everything behind terrified me.
Yes. Thing that is always scary.
But I will say, don't let don't let the fear of change make you not grow. Don't stay stuck in the same place because you can't grow unless you get out of, yeah. But those are all lessons I feel like I've had to learn throughout life.
I feel like that too, like with the job, I was at a job that at first I was very happy with, I was very content with. I was like, I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna grow here, I'm gonna, this is where I want to be. And then it kind of got toxic. Yeah, it was like kind of toxic. And like you said, I did turn down a lot of offers that could have made a big difference in my pocket, And, but I decided, no, I want to be loyal. I want to, I want to show these doctors that, I have their back like they have mine. But it was like they really couldn't give a shit.
I feel like you start to feel comfort in dysfunction. Like being outside of that doesn't feel it doesn't feel right. Like that's just it's all you know at this point.
And I like routine.
Yeah.
I like routine.
Well,
I like routine. I like to, I was there for 6 years.
Yeah.
So it was like every morning, my kids get ready for school. I get ready for work. I go to work. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I like
your norm.
Yeah,
outside of your norm.
Yeah, and I liked it when new people came in and I knew what I was doing, so they would kind of come to me to kind of help and stuff like that. Because I hate change. I hate starting a new job. I hate going to places I don't know, what I'm doing. I don't know the people. I don't know. I'm, like I always said, I'm not a people person. I don't like new people.
Right.
I like to keep my little circle like closed and nobody gets in or nobody gets out. But it's like it was so toxic at the end, and I was just like, it was so hard for me to let go and leave. But when I did, it was like a breath of fresh air for me. And I was like, what the hell was I doing there? Like, what the hell was I doing?
Why didn't I do this much sooner? Whenever I quit after Julian and I didn't go back, I was like, I should have made this decision 3 years ago. It literally destroyed my character. I was such a toxic, mean girl, and I truly mean that. And it wasn't even intentional. It was just unhappiness. Like, I was so unhappy. And looking back, I can say that now. Yeah. In the moment, I didn't realize that. But it was just like when you know nothing but just negativity, you are what you surround yourself with. Yeah.
Working in the medical field, period. We did both work in the medical field. I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. And that's why I went into it. That's why I got into it. That's why I went back to school.
It's a lot of overwork and underappreciation, though.
Very much. It's like, it's very rewarding to some point, but when you get to the point where it's just like you're dreading seeing people, you're dreading getting up, you're dreading, like, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Okay, so a big thing right now on social media, you see it, you hear it, hashtag it, everything. I'm in my healing era. Now, what about when you are just making healing in your identity, but you're not doing the work for it? You know what I mean? Like, people say, like, I'm in my healing era, I'm this, like it's just a caption, but they're not actually healing.
How do you heal?
Right.
I got, what are you doing? Because I would.
Me personally, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like healing is going through it. Like, you can't heal or move on from something unless you're feeling it, unless you're facing head on with it, unless you're, the whole nine. Because I feel like that's all you see on everything is, I'm unbothered, I'm healing, I'm this and that. But they're still truly, like, just not right. And that's self-sabotaging if you're not willing to heal, right? Another thing,
my biggest thing is just change. I feel like healing would entitle change,
and that's scary, and people don't want to do it. And I feel like you have to face it and admit something that you might be in denial about or don't want to face. Yeah. Okay, so this is a big one for me. This is a personal one for me. Forgive yourself for versions of you when you didn't know better. Mm-hmm. So I went through a lot of phases in my life, and I've probably done a lot of things that I shouldn't be happy about or proud of. And I feel like I did harbor onto those things for a really long time. But then now, as now that I am an adult and that I am a mother, I've learned like those past pieces of me are not my current identity. That's not who I am. Like I will say all the time, like even if you knew me a year ago, you don't know me.
Yeah.
In the last year, I have done so much growth. If you knew me 5 years ago, you really don't know me. About 10 years ago, you really don't know me. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot hold yourself accountable for past mistakes. Taking accountability for it, yes. But should it be part of your identity and who you are? No. Because I feel like the whole focus of growth is to move on, move forward, accept the things that we've done, accept the things that we haven't done, accept these things, take accountability, heal, face it, take accountability, and move on.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good point. I just feel like you said, if you knew me 5 years ago, if you knew me 10 years ago, I'm not the same person. I feel like as my kids grow older and my kids go through things, that I kind of have to go through it with them and have
with them.
Yeah, because when I had my oldest, I was pregnant at 18. I had him when I was 19.
I had Birdie at
That's
19.
nothing like who I am today. I'm not the same person.
Okay, so something, right, so you said something and it just triggered something. One of the Tea Tuesday inputs that we got it was last night, I believe. It was, do you ever look back on your life and wonder if you didn't have a husband and kids, would you be happier? And I know, but honestly, putting it into perspective though, I mean, I feel like that answer is no right answer.
No.
I feel like that answer could be different for everybody and their circumstances, because I feel like me personally, if I didn't have Birdie at 19 when I had him, I was in an era of my life where everything was just chaos and out of control. And I truly feel like if I didn't have him when I had him, I don't know where I would be. He literally is exactly what I needed for God to ground me and be like, you need to get your shit together. Honestly, truly.
I feel like I was 18 when I got pregnant. I was 19 when I had him. I started living with my husband when I was 18 years old. I feel like I kind of sit back and look, and then I feel guilty for thinking like that. But it was like I had a really, this is not, I never, ever want anybody to feel sorry for me.
Right.
Or I don't want to be the boo-hoo, so sorry,
right.
So sad story me. No, it does not like that. It's just facts. I had a really, really hard childhood. I had a really hard time at home. My parents, my relationship with my dad was really hard growing up. So it was kind of like, my husband was kind of like my way out.
Right.
And it may sound ugly and it may sound bad, but he was my way out of my house, of that toxic environment.
So let's put this on a little lighter note. We'll play some self-sabotage bingo. Not really bingo, but just kind of like put a finger down and play along at home, and don't be lying, sis.
Watching.
Okay, so started overthinking something before it even happened. Yes. Picked a fight because things felt too calm. Yes.
We're sorry, husbands, if you're watching.
Yes, I did start that shit for no reason. Said I'm fine when clearly I'm not. Stayed in survival mode when life felt safe.
Is there another way to live?
Right. Turned down help because I can do it myself.
Jordan, 99% of the time.
All the time. Texted your ex when you were bored. Not like in like the last 15 years. I say 15, 12 years. Previously, in my lifetime, yes.
No. People do that?
You never texted your ex when you were bored? Like, all right, let me see what this one looks like. No? Oh, I have. I'm petty, though. Okay, push someone away who actually cared. Oh, God, I've done that more times than I can count.
And if they stay away, then they shouldn't be there anyway.
Right. And, obviously, I'm happily married now, but I have self-sabotaged so many probably could have been good relationships. But look, hey, everything happens for a reason. But I'm just saying, like, you feel like you're not worthy. You feel like you don't deserve things. And you're like, you feel like something's going to happen when you just self-sabotage before it even starts. Ignored a green flag because it felt off. Yeah. Pick someone who needed fixing.
Shit.
All my lost puppies.
We talked about toothless lady.
Stop.
Short and picked up.
I don't think I have. I don't think I do. Do I?
I don't know.
No,
I don't feel like
you do. I think you do.
I will tell you I do.
I push people away. I think you are.
I want to fix everybody. You push them away and I'm like, come here.
Billy Bob.
Okay. Self-destructed right when things started going well. Yes. Felt guilty for taking a break all the time. You know, one way this goes kind of, I think we touched on it earlier, but how it's like we want to do things ourselves. There's so many times where I'm like, oh my God, I just need to sit down and take a break. And it's like my husband's day off and he starts vacuuming and starts doing dishes. And I'm like, now I feel like shit and I got to get up. Like, I feel guilty for taking a second to myself.
Even though you've been going.
Right, like all week long. Like every day when he's not at work, I do it all. And then the one day he's home and wants to do it, I'm like, no, don't do that. I got it. But then it's kind of frustrating because it's just like, just let me relax for a minute. Like, just because I'm not doing it doesn't mean you need to like swoop on in and get it done. Okay. Compared yourself to someone on Instagram. Yeah, them skinny, augmented models and the hell, yeah. Said yes to something you didn't want to. I know that's it. That's how you put all your fingers down. Let yourself come. Thank you. Oh, I had a brain fart. Hold on.
At the wrong time.
You better let yourself come. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Okay.
Frustrated people.
I'm dead. Okay. Let yourself come last all week.
How many good people do you?
I am dead. Oh God, I need to recover. Okay. Snapped at your family because you were running on fumes. Oh, I do that all the time. And you know one thing I do, like, I've noticed as I've, like, healing and facing things head on, when I'm anxious, I'm very snappy. And it's not even intentional. It's just like my body's act. Like, I notice it with my husband all the time. Like, if I'm feeling overwhelmed and anxious and he asks me something, I'm like, I jump at him. And it's just like, it's not even personal. It's not even that I'm upset with him. Yeah. It's my anxiety. Like, it's just.
My anxiety flares up. I kind of go into a ball.
Yes, and it's like everything is overstimulating.
Like,
yes.
I lash out.
It could be like, well, what's wrong? That's what's wrong. Stop fucking asking me.
Yes.
You know. Okay. Stayed up late scrolling even though you were exhausted.
Oh.
Doom scroll on TikTok. What is sleep? I'm telling you, Indy gets so frustrated because he's like, I wish my name was phone. But I'm like, look, I've been taking care of kids all damn day. When I'm in bed and I watch my show and I want to get on TikTok, I just want to be like,
left alone.
Just let me look at my phone. It ain't hurt.
You know, one thing that frustrates me about my husband, and kudos to him because, man, look, he can be having a whole conversation with me, literally we're laying down in bed. He can hold, Jordan, a whole conversation, like, full on describing shit. No lie, 2 seconds later, I'm like...
That's my husband trying to watch a movie. I cannot watch a movie with this man.
And then I'll say, I can't believe you're fucking sleeping already. He'll wake up, he's like, you're really talking shit while I'm sleeping. I'm like, bro, how do you do that? How do you do that? Yes. How do you even do that? But
ignored your gut instinct.
No. I feel like I always go with my gut and, yeah.
See, I don't. I do now that I'm more well aware of more aware of things, but previously there's a lot of times that I didn't go with my gut feeling due to my overthinking, like, oh, you're just overthinking it, you're this, kind of talked out of myself out of going with my gut feeling, and it always went south for me.
That's scary though, because sometimes it's like, I'm like, how did I know this is gonna
But and it always every time I go away from my gut feeling or I talk myself out of it, like, oh, you're just overthinking it, that's just your anxiety, whatever, I'm always wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, procrastinate so bad that you made your life harder.
Procrastinating is my middle name.
I was about to say, sis, That one was made specifically for you.
Procrastinating.
Look, she's gonna show up, but she'll be late.
Late.
And she'll get what she needs on the way.
Except if it's on white people time.
Look, you have to specify that it's white people time, and she'll still show up late.
If it's on regular time, Mexican time, it's gonna be an hour later, an hour to 2 hours later.
3 to 4 hours later. Don't give yourself that much grace. But
now that we have
white people time,
if it's a white people party,
bitch is still late.
30 minutes, not an hour.
Said you start on Monday again.
Yeah.
Yeah, more times than I could count.
Yeah. Like it was 30 Mondays ago. Sorry.
Well, if you take anything from this episode, give yourself some peace. Does it make you question yourself? Give yourself some grace. You're doing a great job. We all self-sabotage. We all get in our own head. We all get in our own way. I feel like you had said, if we didn't overthink it or we didn't get in our own head, then we wouldn't be caring about how we are, right?
Or how to better ourselves, really.
Yeah. So that was on self-sabotage. Now our next episode is going to be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more darker, but it's real and it's raw. We're going to be getting into mental health, healing when you don't want to be here anymore. So see y'all next week.
We love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with us. And love you guys.
Stay triggered, baby.